Zambia. Welcome to Costa's cross-examination. Today is the 23rd of August in the year 2026, and this is Costa's cross-examination. I'm your host. My name is Andrew Mwansa. President Hakainde Hichilema has secured a second term in office after defeating NRPUP presidential candidate Brian Mundubile by more than 1 million votes. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has declared Hichilema the winner with 2,965,326 votes against Mundubile's 1,856,217, giving the UPND another 5 years to deliver on their promises that brought President Hakainde Hichilema to power in 2021. But beyond the numbers, this election leaves some difficult questions for the ruling party. The UPND had spoken confidently about securing an overwhelming victory with a target of 5 million votes. That target has not been achieved. The opposition has also rejected the outcome, raising allegations about the conduct of the election, the counting process, and the credibility of the results. At the same time, the UPND has made significant gains in areas where it previously struggled, while controversies surrounding the announcement of results in places such as Lupososhi have raised questions about the management and transparency of the electoral process. So what does this victory really say about the UPND's popularity? Was the 5 billion vote target unrealistic? Has the opposition been genuinely defeated at the ballot box? Or are there legitimate questions that the ruling party must answer? Channel 271 on DSTV, Channel 20 on GoTV, Channel 93 on Topstar, that's Musanza. We also airing this program live on One Love Radio. But also this program has been streamed live on the Diamond TV online Facebook page. Drop your comments and contribution regarding the issues that we're discussing on the table tonight. My guest is the UPND National Youth Chairman, Gilbert Liswaniso. Mr. Liswaniso, good evening. Thank you so much for once again joining us on Costa's cross-examination.
Good evening, Mwansa Andrew. I'm happy that as we agreed, it was 2 weeks ago, said I'll come back again here. And I've come back.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. To you, also congratulations for giving us a good coverage. You're the media all over the country.
We appreciate. Chairman Liswaniso, so let's begin with the numbers. The UPND spoke confidently about a 5 million vote target. You have won the elections, but you're falling more than 2 million votes short of that target. Was the 5 million figure political overconfidence, or simply failure to accurately read the mood of the Zambian voters?
Thank you very much. First of all, before I answer your question, let me first say thank you to the people of Zambia for giving back the presidency another chance to their servant, President Hakainde Hichilema, to protect the gains despite the challenges, despite people also talking about the high cost of living, but the people of Zambia still believed on Hakainde Hichilema. Allow me, Andrew Mwansa na Papata, I just want to thank the people of Zambia for what they have done.
What do you want to do?
Yes.
Oh, you want to kneel?
Yes. And seriously, they believe in Hakainde Hichilema. The Zambian people, that widow, that student, that old lady, the gains which President Hakainde has done, the people of Zambia saw to it that they give him back the presidency. Ifuna kumyami klani wonse makamaka mazambians. You turn the numbers, no mubweze lapo Hakainde Chilema. We don't take this for granted. Even him, you expect more from his leadership to ensure paja pamesa na kwanise itemwa kwanise. Kuti vonse vamenali kuchita alliance apezemo. Kuli mwa UPND members vonse alliance. No one could claim that it's only him who has made it. We met together. Tonse tinagurizana manja pamoze. Kuti again kumusupporta president watu, ma youth, ma women, ma dollars, bonse. No one should claim that it's only me. It was collective responsibility. Na vena mesina zive mu nyinji mwanu bali kukona vena ngusona bwere pamwela, but in that way collectively. Presidential campaign team, I can mention many of them, the UPND family, wherever you are. Tonse tanyamuka pamozi no tandizira, and the Zambians so to it say tentu mbwezelepo Hakainde Chilema. I know now people of Zambia expecting more from their servant Hakainde Chilema. I just wanted to say thank you. Kuli mazambians vene vachalo, we don't take that for granted. Now, let me answer you the 5 million Munduanga. You don't go in a battle minus having a target. You target high. That's how UPN has been working. That's why I said, us, when we go to an election, we are desperate, looking for vote. So, chili important, tawala sawanzatu, tawina. Because if we didn't have that target, maybe kabisa msinafike hapo. But that has been our target. So every election we go with a target. Kuisakila. What is important? Mazambians watipasa. That's why today we are talking to each other. So 5 million ukamba target linali yatu was Japan. And we have achieved it at the end of the day because we have secured a victory through the courtesy of the people of Zambia and mwine wake Mulenge wa kumwamba.
Where did this 5 million target come from?
No. The issue is you need to have a target. Whatever you do in life, whatever you do, for you to achieve anything in life, you need to have always to have your own target.
Do you think that the target was just over? It was an expression of overconfidence.
That's what we normally do. The issue is high. Your target should be very high, even 7 million, because it will not make you to sleep. It won't make you also to underrate. It won't make you to say because everyone has to look for that vote. When you do so, but if you just go in a game.
The last time I sat with you said, according to your head count, you've in fact surpassed the target of 5 million.
Yes.
So where's the 2 million?
So there are many factors which comes at the end of the day. That's why you secure that number. When you do a head count, you try by all means head count, that's the number we have. And in that number, you pass almost 3 million yako. And we have increased from 2.8, we have increased. Our colleagues 1.8 plus, they have reduced the numbers going down.
Are you disappointed that you've only gotten 2 point?
We are not disappointed. We are not disappointed. What is important is a victory, is to win. The target we gave ourselves, all of us, we put in our effort. And in that target, it has given us a victory at the end of the day. So, in charge, very bueno. Oh, no, we are not disappointed. We are disappointed. We are not disappointed. You can only be disappointed, Sembe. Talusa, yes, we are disappointed. But we have scored, we have won. Why should I get disappointed?
Before the election, you repeatedly, Chairman, projected confidence that there was no serious opposition capable of threatening the UPND. Brian Mundubile has, however, managed to secure more than 1.8 million votes. Do you now accept, Chairman, that you underestimated the opposition in this country?
First, I'll tell you, and I'll still maintain. When you talk about the opposition leader, what does he bring to the people of Zambia? What was their message? What do we mean when we say there's no opposition leader in this country? We talk about the message, the promise you are making to the people of Zambia. What are you going to do for them when you become the Republican president? In the rallies, I've listened to our colleagues, the opposition, all of them. Even the same Mundubile said he will maintain free education, which President Hakainde Hichilema and UPND has brought in. We will maintain meal allowance. We will maintain CDF. We employ what President Hakainde is doing already. That's what Mundubile and the team were talking about.
They're saying they will make it better.
Listen, it's not about making better, because the person who has introduced is the one making it better. They had no message to the people of Zambia. The only message I heard was to say they'll bring back cadres also in the market and bus stations. And you saw to it when him announced himself as a winner. Mwaonche banyamata wonso wangena ma market mai kutenga bus station kutenga ma markets within the civil service parastatal. There were fingers iwawiyenda muchoka manje. Even those we trusted to say these are implementers of the government things, they were exposed, all of them. That day, most of the people were exposed and they know themselves. And then you ask yourself, now what is the problem? So the issue is not about running the country, it's about destroying the country. But we thank God that, and also the people of Zambia, made a decision which was the best by giving back Hakainde Hichilema so that they can protect the gain. They talked about social cash transfer we maintained, cash for work we maintained. So everything which President Hakainde has been doing in the past 5 years, they'll say they maintain. So why can't you just maintain that somebody now understand it, who has a vision for it, which is Hakainde Hichilema, and the people of Zambia did so. So when we say we don't have an opposition, that's what we mean. There is no message for the opposition. The only message, so
Do you expect that the opposition will even get more than one?
Listen, when you go in a game, this is Nindale, if Kansafia Chalo. The one who speaks better gets it. That's how it is. Nindale mana. If
Your political projection was that Calabar would do much more better than Mundubile.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. For me, it's about leadership itself. It's about leadership itself. Yes, I've gone in areas where I found the Calabars there, but our colleagues are not there. So even when they're complaining and they said, "What are you complaining?" I've gone in the area where the member is there. The other colleagues are not there. We have gone there. So when you are complaining about no sitting at taking about here, so and you ask yourself, what are you talking about? So yes, the team was there. We have studied that team very well. The NRLPP. Tistadinga, kuiona mwene senza banje. We are not jokers. I want to tell you, as UPN, we are not jokers. We are serious when it comes to campaign. Door-to-door campaign, we know how we do things different by everyone. Because we have an experience of being in opposition for so many years. Political parties should learn from President Hakainde Hichilema. And this is my appeal I'm making to them. Don't be bitter. Just go to President Hakainde Hichilema and he will tell you to have no jealous with you, to win my election or to be in opposition. These are the things we need to do for you to reach where we are today. It took time for us to form government. But because of consistency, mature...
Do you think Mundubile gave you a run for your money, Chairman? This is a party that he formed barely 3 months before an election. But this is a party that was challenging you head on.
First of all, these are different things. This is a political party fraction PF. Okay, that's a PF of them. Okay, that's PF. Despite having another PF group of supporting, and I keep on telling you that the PF for Michael Sata, the owners, then with UPND. That is PF for Edgar Lungu. May so rest in peace. So those are the same, Mwena ni Mwena. They're the same characters.
What about those that you're in alliance with?
No, those are...
They're not in winners. Those are good
super.
Most of them is super PF and China.
I'm telling you, they've made us contribute where we are today. Get us down. Because they understand. They know the man they're supporting. They said, even if we stay in opposition, this guy is doing it. He's building clinics. He's building schools. He's building homes, houses for the teachers and the health workers. He's giving water bowls. They understand. So what he needs, this person, is he needs us to support him so that he can continue delivering to the people of Zambia. Only thieves, I keep on telling you, only Mambara, they're the one regrouping because Kawarara, ni mundu voter.
Are you honestly saying that these are thieves? Because if they were thieves, they would have been locked up. They would have been in jail today. But Makebi Zulu is not in jail. Mundubili is not in jail. Kampiungu is not in jail. And many other people that I can mention, Jafet Makalombe is not in jail. So, what do you mean when you say these are thieves?
And Mambara once. Wapasa charo, Raja. Asimwazone. A leader can tell cadres go and get the bus station, council not take a stenga ndarama. Council workers should not get money in the market and bus station. Are those good leaders? Is that the empowerment we want to give to the young people? So, and I'm asking, and I told you here last time to say, also nonga vote yako Lusaka. I warned here, I came here, don't destroy your vote. Because uzaona munga bakubera basana kubera. I want the people of Lusaka and Copperbelt. As I'm warning today, even 2031, don't waste your vote. Just give it to Barry. Because we mean it well, all of us.
When you say you should give it to Barry in 2031?
I'm saying it's about UPND.
Oh, he's not contesting.
Yes, but it will be UPND whoever comes. It will be UPND. Don't destroy it because the party, this institution party is big. I'm just telling you. I keep on telling you UPND is to be in power until 2041. I've been telling you. We're in opposition for how many years? 23 years. We are not forcing ourselves. Do we mean well? We mean well to the people of Zambia. Very peaceful leaders in UPND. Very peaceful. Very tolerating. If there is, today I can tell you, if there is a political party which you have hammered left and right, it is UPND. If it is a president where Jim and Jack, let's be honest to each other. From opposition to the ruling party, Jim and Jack is attacking like no man says. But for him, one thing we need to understand him and also appreciate Againde Chilem is that he normally listens. Where it is good, he implements. Where it's not good, he just forgets about it. And this leader you have, you know, Andrew, when you have such a leader, let's use him. Appreciate him. You have seen church leaders, some of church leaders, traditional leaders, media, attacking Againde, hammer, but has kept quiet. But for him, he has a target that how do we develop this country? But he listens. He doesn't rush. What are people saying about this? Okay, I think the complaint is genuine. How do we address it? Is he scared about an election? The answer is no. That's why the people of Zambia, again, have given an opportunity that they've got a way that when we have this leader who will complain, will talk about it, and you will listen and implement. Such a leader is a good leader because now you are developing the country together.
Well, you know him better. We've heard some people that say President Againde is not a listening leader. That when you go to him and have a conversation with him for 40 minutes, you'll be talking for 39 minutes.
Let me tell you one thing. Don't go. Kind of what he demands. Come with a solution on the table. Let's talk to each other. It's the only president we have in this country. We encourage dialogue.
Is he a good listener?
He's a good listener, yes. If he's not a good listener, I don't think he can be in State House today. How many times have been criticized and put in the corner? The problem is that when we go on the table in Akaini, you don't want to bring solution. You ask you have said about what is the solution? Tell me. So when you fail, now he will tell you, me as a president, I was thinking in this way. How do you see about it? And he puts points at the end of the day. You agree with him to I think Akaini is okay here. So for me, I'll tell you that many people have failed to convince Akaini because they don't go with genuine solutions. Maybe they go with their stomach solutions. So he
ends up lecturing you.
It's not about lecturing. He will tell you how things are supposed to be done. Andrew, when you have an opportunity to him, talk to him. Can you offload what you feel has been to be done? If you don't have a solution, he will ask 2 questions to you. You fail to answer. Then tomorrow, because you fail to answer, then you accuse him, no, he's not a good leader. He doesn't listen. No. Most of the people have gone to Akainde's table. They have never gone to the solution of the country. They have gone there for their own solution as individuals. People like Waka Akashamba, Wasinginda. I can call them from Western Province. I can mention all of them. So-called that man called activist. They have gone for their own personal, not as a nation. You want to become a political advisor. You have never been in politics. You have never been forefront with Tonya Komiara. You are demanding a position. No. Makada siwa kuziba.
It was what is that what Akashamba was?
No, I'm giving all these things to you for you to understand. So leaders who have said that Akainde is a difficult person, they have gone there for their personal gain. But those who have gone for the country, for the country, all of them, they have agreed to say, I think this is the way to go.
Some of the Tonsi Alliance members say this election was rigged and that the final result does not represent the will of the Zambian people. What's your reaction?
Even if we remove Southern, Muchinga, Luapula, Northern, Tonsi still loses an election.
What do you mean?
No, just count there. Still win, still loses again. You remove the 4 provinces, still loses again. The same southern province I mentioned, Luapula, Muchinga, Northern, I lose an election. We have told you there's nothing about rigging an election. It's to reach out. You can't announce yourself that's still counting an election. So say no polling station that we have my election. That's desperate. You just want to take power. I mean, no. You wait. We are examples. In 2021, we waited. Not causing any confusion. We guarded our own votes. Even them, they were supposed to do the same all over the country. But they were not near. They were very far.
And it's good you
get in the point.
Come with this narrative because even your party members of a media team went on social media to declare themselves winners before the Electoral Commission of Zambia did so. And you said that you've got your own PVT. What's wrong with Mundu?
Let me tell you. You can lead. But you keep quiet. Let me tell you. Hang on. You don't win an election. No one stops you to celebrate at a polling station. But don't cause havoc at a polling station. Because pa polling station A wa winner, pa B wa loser. Pa C wa winner, pa D wa loser. You don't cause commotion. Because you need to collect all your votes in all the polling stations across the country. Muneviri, utenga result yonse konse. Sukuti ukawina pano pa Diamond TV, pa polling station, nishi pa Movie TV na peve wawina. Nishi na pa Power radio station pa wawina. No. You collect all your results across the country, you put them together. But when you lose an election, you start making noise. Because you were obviously a winner. You think UPN was sleeping. We spent time in the bush. in all the rural part of this country. The party leaders were all over. So issue ya rigging kabla kufika hapo. Ibaluza chebe clear pa beka che baluza mpa kwa baluza. Kabo fika pankani ya rigging na mind ya UPN kabo fika pankani ya rigging ya election. Ni bana aba. Those are boys that's too young in politics. They need people to teach them even how to behave, how to do things. And I repeat, wakalivana unkani andale. Their behavior can even say, that's a behavior. The way they are doing things, we are able to see these are not ready to take over this country.
Let's talk about Lupososhi. When we speak about rigging, Lupososhi, we saw the presiding officer getting to mention two different candidates as winners at parliamentary level. He announced the NRPUP member of parliament. Again, later on, announces the UPND, candidate. Isn't this broad day light?
No. The issue is if you don't count, if people demand there and then, you count. If you have made a mistake, they'll tell you I've made a mistake there.
You don't see that as
for me, I'm saying in Lupososhi, the owners who were there, they were vigilant with their votes. You can't use threats and using violence for you to be declared. And the other team say, no, this. So Peter, you do a right thing. You make a noise in a polling station. You threaten maybe even these so-called presiding officers. Because that was their strategy. Using force. It was part of the using force. Using guns. It was their strategy. So you don't do that in politics. For now, we have reached here.
You don't think that's not fair, really?
What fair? I've already told you what has been happening. The Tonse group were using force and threatening intimidation. So if you don't understand them, they are able to overrun you.
Bino Mpondo says this wasn't an election. It was a selection process. You were choosing, who to give which position. For example, you chose Chitambala, you gave him Lusaka. He didn't win, according to Munduwile. And you chose, according to Bino Mpondo, and you gave a number of
Lusaka Valuza. They were in forefront to push an agenda of winning an election. For me, I admit.
Was this an election?
So if Tababera my election means a good.
Says you connived with the army.
Let me tell you, army was all over beating everyone, including the UPN. If you go to the source to find the UPN members, some of them are there. I'm just telling you. Tend to choose them by army. Tend to choose them who wants to choose them. For them is protecting the country. Whoever found to be unruly was going in. That's a fact. Today, if you go, you have seen it. This is a fact. You can ask the police to say that on this one, everyone was in cell. Whoever want to bring noise, and Marcelo is a tenga. The issue is, these guys, they wanted to use intimidation. They wanted to overrun everyone, which they did in some of the parts in Lusaka. The noise we are hearing about polling stations, it's the same way doing that. It's on us, even us, we have to stand firm to say, let's be on it. So, the issues have been on Mpondo, the politics in the man, we will not see. That's why he's careless, whatever he does. For him, he believes that when killing, that's when we can get an election. That's what they believed, all of them. Killing, then we get power. But they found the resistance at the end of the day. Because we don't believe in that. I'm giving this example to say, UPN even 2021, even 2016, 2015, just for the record clear, you would say that UPN is a stable political party, which believes in peace and unity. Patience, but consistency, whatever it's doing. You can follow it. 2021, did you see all of us as the UPN even banning a tire to force the ECZ? No. We never did that. We waited because we knew that
it's reported that allegedly your cadres are the ones that disrupted the election announcement in Mandevu.
No.
The night that the presiding officers wanted to announce the elections in Mandevu, hundreds of thugs of your party members went to Mandevu, grabbed the announcement sheet from the presiding officers and stole the ballot papers.
No.
This is what is
already said
reported.
The army everywhere. Can they do that?
The day before the announcement.
Let me tell you first. Let me tell you. The people who were running all these things, it's them, the opposition. You can't paint UPND black. You can't paint black UPND. I'll tell you no. You can't. You can't paint UPND black over this election. I'll tell you no. We know the people we're playing with. I know the tones, their characters and everything. You can't use force to get power. Let the people themselves vote for you nicely. And wait they count. And they will announce. But because they knew that they've lost power, they've lost this election, they want to bring confusion. It's
good you're flipping the page because it's the NRPUP that are saying you're trying to paint them black. I'll give you an example. The opposition, has accused the state of manufacturing allegations linking some of its members to a militia. What is the position of the UPND regarding this we're getting from
Let me tell you. If you're going to use gun culture all over, that's a militia. Here you saw it. I was here last time when I was accused that I've beaten people in Western Province. When I was here, first I was with you here that Sunday. I'm one of the people who complained, can you search the PF? They're carrying guns. People said, no, it's not good and everything. At Luampa, they exposed themselves, AK-47, guns in that black vehicle. Okay? When they were in Tuapta and Indora, the same. So this is a group of people carrying guns at their campaigning. I want to tell you one thing, which you need to understand even today. We had a serious attack in Sesheke. Guns from the police. Did you hear any member of a UPND exchange fire with the police? The answer is no. I'm just giving that one example. When the police raided the community house in 2017 time in treason, that day, it was bad. Did you hear a member of the UPND, as we were there, bring the gun to the police? The answer is no. We never tolerated anybody with a gun near with the president. We refused. Because my understanding in politics is that this government protects everyone. And that's what President Kaida has been saying. Every government protects its own citizen. Either you're opposition, you are ruling, the issue is when it comes to Moyo, they'll protect you. And that's what my understanding. But if you look about that group, which moves with the Mundubira, that team, you can see this is a militia. And if Bino Mpundu can tell it, we are ready to kill, it tells you what they want. Whom do you want to kill? Over an election, kill somebody. So you have begun to say, Apa, no matter what, we just have to bring down Againde Chilema, to bring down. That's what I'm telling you, that announcement Mundubira did exposes a lot of people. That's why even us as the members of UPND, we need to be very careful now. Yeah. Collectively, all of us to be very careful. And this message goes to the UPND family. So I'll tell you that if you're going to put militia in the forefront, the law will visit you. Under UPND, the law will visit you. Kuliba Ndwendani, the law will visit you. You can campaign. When people have decided to give you power, they'll give you power. But don't use a gun. Don't use a panga to pangarashati your friends because you want power. No. That's what I'm saying. Our colleagues are amateur. Our colleagues needs people experienced in politics to tell them. That's what I'm telling them today, that find the time, all of you, talk to your brother. President Hakainde Hichilema, who will tell you how to behave when you're in opposition. He will tell you because him we understand, and I've given all these things to you to understand how you
the process of the law will follow through to
and I don't want even to talk too much about because now it's a job of the police and the other wings of the state who are dealing with it. Exactly, they'll do it. But I'm just now telling my fellow politicians within UP and opposition that let's behave, all of us. We have only one country. Let's behave. This is our country. Let's do our politics. Let's criticize. Let's not put too much of dividing the country because, yes, UPN wants to remain in power because we want to form government. No, the issue is collective, all of us, first of all. We put the country first because we want to save the same country, all of us. That's why we have been very carefully. If you have listened to my President Hakainde Hichilema, I said, don't riot. Let's sit on the table. He's one of the leaders who have encouraged students at Costa to say, no, wherever there is an issue, let's sit down. He has encouraged all the union in this country, when there is an issue, don't go in the street, let's sit on it. Don't destroy your own property. Because through dialogue, you are able to solve the problem which you have, all of you. You agree, yes or no. And this has been the message of Hakainde Hichilema to us, the citizens, so that this country is protected. When there is peace and unity, then development continues. But if you destroy it, what are you going to run yourself if you become a president?
The numbers look so good on your side, Chairman Liswaniso. So you have gained in areas you previously had little or no representation at all. If I can break down the numbers to you here, in Central Province, literally, you almost have everything. Out of the 24, you've got 22 seats in Central Province. On the Copper Belt, out of 29 seats, you got 14. You got 40 out of 29, you got 14. In Eastern Province, out of 28, you got 7. In Wapula, out of 19, you got 4. In Lusaka, out of 17, you got 13. In Muchinga, out of 14, you got 2. In Northern Province, out of 19, you got 9. In Northwestern Province, out of 19, you got 15. In Southern Province, out of 29, you got 28. In Western Province, out of 26, you got 24, and you have a total of about 138, seats in this election. But what's also impressive is Northern Province, Luapula Province, and the Copper Belt Province. 14 seats on the Copper Belt, 2 seats in Muchinga. You didn't have any member of parliament in Muchinga. In Wapula, you have 4 seats. How did you crack the code, Chairman? Now you are a party of national character. You've got representation across the country in terms of members of parliament.
We had a message 10-10 5 3 3 1 1. The message is very clear, and the president was very consistent wherever he went in these provinces. 10-10 5 3 3 1. So he had a message to build up from the promises we made in 2021 to 2026, the implementation of the projects, everything. Despite many challenges, but President Hakainde has been tackling all these issues step by step. Now, this term is to ensure that the high cost of living is down, everything, because now, motoka ya bwera munjira. Things which were destroyed now, President Hakainde and his team has brought it now. So now is to ensure that we deliver. And delivery now should be heard from within our homes, which it will be there, because many things which were very hard, I think President Hakainde Hichilema has dealt with it, especially in terms of economy. So it's talking about growing the economy of this country. We have done this not because of Hakainde Hichilema, but together with the people of Zambia, together, holding them, also holding Hakainde Hichilema. So all the gains which we have done in the first term was done by the people of Zambia and President Hakainde Hichilema. Now we are in this term where we need to do more, and that has been the message of Hakainde Hichilema. Tachita, koma tachita vambira again. That's what he has been saying. Tachita hivi, koma, we still have more work to do. Meaning we are saying, we are not satisfied with what we have done. We need to do more. That's why the people of Zambia, tinava pempa, tikupempa, tentendele pamoja, tisilize izi, zametiri kukamba. Tikapempa ngani ya milisi, 10 times. Tikamekania matuaris kubwera mu Zambia pa wheat, tikameka plan pa soya beans, tikameka plan pa ng'ombe, all these things. That's what Hakainde wants to do in this country, but he cannot do it alone without the support of the people of Zambia. That's why kambi ama pempa mazambia tentendele pangati pamoja. So that is our code, sir, and the people of Zambia, they have given him exactly what Hakainde wanted. And for me, that's when he's nagwada kuyamikira. And we don't take it for granted, Andrew. If you to say today we take for the responsibility of the people of Zambia for granted, no. Yeah. We give them respect, and ours always as a national news chairman is to continuously reminding our head of state and other leaders to ensure that we do what is best for the people of Zambia, who has given us another chance to run this country.
In strongholds, you know, in your traditional strongholds, turnout appeared stronger than in some parts of the country. What explains this? And also, I'll give an example of one of your biggest strongholds, Southern Province. You got 28 seats out of 29. Others have said perhaps the UPND is a tribal party. What do you have to say to people?
For me, I'll tell you, there's no tribe. There's no tribe. In terms of voting, there's no tribe. It's how hard work you put in as a political party.
And obviously the fact that now you've got members of parliament across the country,
and I'll tell you,
doesn't do that.
And I'll give you examples. To build a party is not easy. To get the maximum vote is not easy. In 2021, did you have an MP in Wapola? No. Did you have an MP in Muchinga? No. We had 4, that is in Pulungu, Kaputa, Mbala, and Senga. You had 4 in Northern. Are you getting the point? So are you going to tell me because we didn't have a member of parliament in Wapula, you can call them to say they're tribal? The answer is no. Let me take you back, because figures are very important. And I'll follow what President Hakainde Hichilema has been talking. Figures are very important in politics. Voto yavanzato, they don't want to reach out in other areas. In 2011, you can go ECZ. In the next year, anybody going to interview here, Andrew Nikupempa, muyende ku ECZ mutenge result 2021. No, 2011. Maybe let's start maybe 20. I think that's 2011. 2011, 2015, 2016 to 2021. Get those results, and you see how President Hakainde has been growing his numbers across the country. In 2011, you should understand that most of the members of parliament in Western Province were from MMD. Northwestern Province were MMD. Okay? Now, even in Southern Province, we had independent members of parliament. But Hakainde has been growing the number bit by bit to reach where we are today. In 2011, President Hakainde Hichilema got 1,000 votes in Luapula Province.
The entire province?
The entire province. Did Hakainde call Luapula Province as tribe? Oh, no. He knew that I don't have people within that province to campaign for me. In Copperbelt in 2011, President Hakainde got 19,000 votes. In Lusaka here, 45,000 votes. In Northern, if I'm not mistaken, it was maybe 4,000 votes. Because that time it was Muchinga they were together.
Yeah, they were together.
So I'm just giving these examples for you to understand. In 2016, I'll jump for 2015. In 2015, in Wapula, if I'm not mistaken, President Hakainde got almost to 50 to 60,000 votes. In 2016, we got 80 plus votes, 85,000 votes in Wapula. But before he did that, what did Hakainde do first? Was to look for people who can bring votes in UPND, to help, who are committed. One of them was the Vice President, Taina Mango. that woman. Came to UPN, President Kainde reached out. Bamayo, come here, let's work together. Start adding numbers in those areas. Chileka came in. I can count people who came on the board. Others left. In Lusaka, I can tell
Elvis Nkandu come.
Even Elvis Nkandu, yes, I'm giving this the number. Elvis Nkandu came during 2015, 2016 came also. So I'm talking about numbers. So President Kainde now identified the people who can do a donkey work at the voluntarism at the ground there. Those are the numbers you are seeing. It's not for joke, because they identified people. In Lusaka was one of the people who was poached by Kainde in 2013.
When you were in PF?
Yes, had to poach Bwera Kunumwana, Karapa. So the question is, did so-called these other political parties, do they have even other people in these areas who are able to do the job instead of calling them tribal? Do you have people in Southern Province who can be on the ground 6 to 6 convincing people to say, we have this leader, is a good leader? Do you have such people in Western Province that are like that man, Mr. Changan?
In Northwestern Province,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you have such people who are able to convince? Because I'm saying those are Muriamuri, they can't do anything. They can't do anything. Those are finished politicians, my friend. They just make noise. And when they make noise, you think maybe people listen. No one listens to them. Whenever Sula. And then they are not counted in terms of politics in these other areas. Look for foot soldiers who got Bafana, Bamenemanga Tamange, Kuyenda, Basakire Mavoti. Did Munduvira and his team or these other political parties, do you have such people to start increasing the numbers in the areas? I'll give you an example that uncle of mine, Mr. Changan. In Mulunga, he got 1,600. Munduvira got 500, 600. So the interest was not about him, it was of himself. The people can put in forefront to say they can bring votes to you. I'm just giving these examples. The same grain, or let me talk about my brother in Lukulu, Bukari. These are the boys from Munduvira. How many votes do you give yourself and you give to Munduvira? So these are the things I want to tell you. It needs commitment. There is no tribe, my brother. It is how hard work you are as a political party. And don't be coward. Even Akainde Chilema used to be booed in Wapora. They even went there to cheat that Akainde Chilema ni Chilema moja.
Maybe the thought of his, maybe the name.
I'm telling you, but the politician went there. One of them was relative Michael Sand. Did Akainde said, I'm not going to Wapora? No, he continues. And also was adopted. There's a mother there in Chieng. Are you aware that Mr. Akainde has a mother there? Yes. It is one of the things to say, no. I'm able to lead this country. I need the people. So, kuli in Ukabongunula no ni tribe, wenza kukania, ni commitment. Two, you saw yourselves. You were saying, Liswaniso, where are we in the Western Province? We need to put in more effort. What we are doing in Western, Southern, Eastern, a group of people collectively, presidential campaign team for Akainde Chilema, special mobilization, 22246. We were all over. No one should claim that to say Nindini. No, collectively putting an effort that thing at better win my election. The question is, do you have such people?
Was it a deliberate move that you split yourselves? I saw Honorable Kope up north. I saw Honorable Kalenga, in Northwestern Province, yourself in Western Province.
That's how it's supposed to be, because you can't be all of you in one. Promotion our president. You saw Mtaina Lumango, the other side. You saw my provincial chairman. Everyone in this election had a role to play. Everyone. And that's, I love Akainde Chilema, dividing us. Alias and responsibility yake yochita. I'm sorry to say this, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Kulibeba national youth chairman, the provincial chairman, my vice president, the chairman, my mother. All of us were given a portion. Everyone had to play a role.
No, it was much easier for you because you've got the money.
It's not about, even in opposition, that's how President Hakainde wants, dividing our labor. Did you know the campaign manager for Hakainde Chilema? He has been calling at the very rally, you are my campaign managers. The voters from today have appointed you, all of you, to be my campaign managers. That's the way it's supposed to be. Why? Because he understands that the foot soldiers, when given responsibility to be on the ground, they'll bring the result which you want. It's not like ourselves that the whole team by Pachiterachi Mose once. And you saw for it that that's the way UPN has been working. So don't tell me in a story you come and try because we are pesa 6 or pesa noto. You come and tell no. And I've given you examples how Hakainde has been gaining numbers to be where he is today. Slowly but sure. In 2011, he had 1,000. Today has now members of parliament in Wapula. How many? 4. In Northern, 9. In Muchinga, 2. Is it desperate to have all of them? Yes, we are desperate to have all of them.
I'm disappointed with the copper board because you spent quite a reasonable amount of time, especially President Hakainde. He was trekking the copper board the last few weeks a considerable number of times, and he nicknamed the copper belt Bali belt. But also he had strong guys like Poka was there that held on the copper belt. But coming with the result that came from the copper belt, are you disappointed as UPN?
Let me tell you, you get some, you lose some.
Are you disappointed that on the copper
and I'll answer you, I've answered you.
You don't grip on the copper board.
You don't get everything at the end of the day. You get some, you win some. That's a game.
It's better to do better in the copper board, isn't it?
For me, let me appreciate the numbers which we have. If I'm not going to say thank you to the numbers which the copper belt have given to Hakainde Chilema, I don't think today would have been in government. So I didn't thank you to them. If there's something where we have gone wrong to copper belt, we address it as a party. Where have we gone wrong? But for me,
we've got casualties also.
No.
Along the way, you've got my good friend Paul Kabuswe that lost the elections. My good friend Comrade, the one who was a member of Parliament for Munali, but went to Maramba. Mike Imposha. You've got Mam Sylvia Mesawa there. These were sitting cabinet ministers that lost the elections.
And I'll answer, I've said it is normal to win some, to lose some. And in certain areas, you know very well that people are announcing each other before even announcing. So for us, we have said, okay, Payataluza, is it true Taluza? What was the problem? Nangapaja, all the things we're still collecting all the data. What has made us to lose in that area? What was the problem? Was it because of violence? Is it because somebody overran? All these things we're considering. But there are many things happening in politics when there's an election. There are many things, Andrew. There are many things.
About a lot of things happen in Chairman within elections. The NRPUP, the Tonsi Alliance rather, is considering petitioning this particular, election. Are you so confident that in the integrity of your victory, Chairman Liswaniso, and would you welcome a judicial examination of these results?
Lekani baende. Nangaolira mugira pagamwa. Banaluza. Mwana, tinakapitamo. Ijane wachaye tinakapitamo. Isiwenangu mu 2016 kutimbira so Amwadumu I know what they are going through. But for me, BP knows leterera.
You don't think they've got a good case?
Pangono. BP has knows leterera because me I won already. Because I'm one of the people who advise Mundovila and Makebizo, prepare your mind. We're not winning this election. I was called names. I'm the one, I'm telling you, I told them.
But how did you know?
Did you know
the outcome of the election before an election happened? Because I'm the one who's voting alone. You only have one vote.
Yeah, many one vote. See the I'm state as a constitutional court. And then, can I borrow my way, dear? My sister, you don't win an election in court. Bangono iwe begezela. No, in 2016. But where you were vested? This is what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, those guys mocked us like no man's business. But we listened. Despite we were crying, we listened. We listened to them. A church na pitira State House. Na pitira. Uwine election kukoti. Ndio yotuuza. So ndani. I'm a politician. I'm not a judge. I'm not a politician. Waluza wa mambala aba, wankale chabe. Waluza nakuzani kuti apa kuliko ni muyenda tekanyani prepared my BP to and imwe na umulusa kana kopa belt mtota inasuka kuna meni ine I have no time ni bwepa tebo na mbokuna no massage me when I tell you something apa siani get it from me because I'm honest because I'm from the community nichoka mwemene muja mkombo ni mwemene wankala mtu aliyense niziwa na muntu wamene uyu akainde means well kuli bantu bovutika amambala wae bamuzonda because asanga corruption AI ndrama zenda direct to the need of the people ndiye muzanu akainde ngakulumtamina kukondani wamene wakainde isameti vutika tonse community cons mutamina kukondani akainde. He wants to bring things direct kuli imwe vinachita but wamambala wamanajaira kutenga chabe ka company mu prefix waenda ku FRA sana supply vili vonse atenga ndalama ndiye bazonda akainde ndo are the people grouping but nyamuna waenda ku Zesco mana supplying anything venzo cha time yabo ya PF ndiye kama no kulibevo kudya lero.
So, in fact, it's the Councillors accusing you that you've got members within the UPND that have supplied air to the FRA and got millions of kwacha.
Kulibe. Sunga vichite. Mwaka inde. Kusanamiwa hivyo. Even director aziva. Kulibe hivyo. Veni kuzani. Kulibe. Chimutengwa pega maningi so wakaziwa chabu uenda. Don't be cheated. And that's the way supposed to be that drama ziende kubantu kuja kudown zifike. That's what Akande is pushing. That's why he's telling everyone to say imu Mazambians intandi zileni osagona. So wamambala waluza just sit prepare for another defeat in 2031. Ayamani kuzani ni azona. And we'll continue talking to the people of Zambia because apa what is important that let's just now work together as opposition. Now your job bwerani muchitoyani checks and balances kutitikisha akaende kukona iwe akaende tunachite hivi akaende chani eva amvera pa atinka mabatani achita ndiye chitoyano manje pano kwana mkunga akaende bonse bantu bakuru businessmen chani bonse kumutitikisha kukona. But the people of Zambia have spoken their mind. Tifuna wamene uyu. Kumwezo manenga bachechi wanangu bachaika kumutitikisha kukona watakamba no Mazambians weka akamba tifuna wamene wakaende chilema.
Is your relationship with the Catholic Church still intact, Chairman?
For me, our answer is very intact. Catholics not about one individual. I am not part of the people.
You seem to be agitated when the Catholic Church mentioned that they'll have a candlelight event on the 12th of. In fact, you wrote through the SG. You wrote to the Catholic Church stating that they should cancel that event.
The president was very clear.
It's like you believe so much that the Catholic Church works against you.
No. On that one, I'll tell you the issue was just to do with the symbol. To say this is a symbol, which for me it was good, but the president guided. Because he believes in God. For me, I'm not seeing any wrong because a candle is a sign of a light. If you don't vote for it, doesn't mean that Mulungusu Mukonda. It's like Eric Chanda was using Musalaba. Are you getting the point? As say some Musalaba, as you say this. What? So the best na Musalaba, meaning so Mukonda Mulungu. Yes, people come within Wenangu campaigned for the opposition. But you cannot tell the Catholic, all of them, they stood against UPND. That would be bad. That is not true. So one individual cannot control everyone.
Which individual is this one?
You know him. And I thank the Catholic and everyone that they supported.
Is he from Lusaka?
I'm party a petition. Yes. So what can we do? The issue is timu yawe yaluza. So the church, the church played the role. The Catholic, it would be wrong for me, anybody member of the UPN, to say they fought the UPN. I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no. They stood firm. The people wanted to vote for the people who want. Much do you have other individuals maybe who may support it? Yeah. UPN. You get the point, eh? But the bigger picture is that the people of Zambia made a decision, collective decision, and I've done so. And Akainde today is a president. So for those who want to petition, Timu Yanyo's but I've borrowed the way. The
SG Zumi Nzimba has denied that he won't be part of it, and others have suggested that he's been bought by Liswaniso.
The last time I saw Zuma and talked to him, can ask him before he even was a political advisor. When we had an interview in the NBC, you can ask him.
You haven't bought Zuma?
No. The issue is he's looking at a bigger picture. He understands certain of these issues, politics. Certain things he understands in Indare. He understands that apa taluza. Nakuza nikudela example. Mazambians, mukachura mazati yako Muchinga, mukachura mazati yako northern, yako Luapora, na yako southern province, akalikuluza muntu. So, he understands that political party are yaloza.
Are you in talks, Chairman, Liswaniso, with the NRPUP about a post-election peace arrangement?
I remember the president of the party endorsed President Akainde Chilema. Remember?
That's the president of the RP. The one who conceded defeat was Ezra Tembo of NRPU.
Yes, that too. Kada kuli uja waka bagi. Okay.
Martin, Dr.
Martin is him, right?
Martin P.
And then the other one who have said, the president of now, what party man, he has said, Martin, I don't know his
name is Ezra Tembo.
Ezra Tembo. He has said, because they understand. I've got members of parliament. Why should I start wasting the time to go? We have lost at the presidential level. For me now, let's work together, President Akainde Chilema. So that's a problem. They are looking at the bigger picture. He understands that he will not lose.
Is the UPND in active talk with NRPUP?
But the issue,
post-election, peace arrangement, because
which peace arrangement? Is there any crisis?
It appears as if though
is there any crisis that we should talk about peace and unity? The issue is
it appears as if though you're sending everybody to jail.
That one I want to comment about it. It has only if the enforcers they have seen that there is a danger, because this is a state at the end of the day.
The opposition chairman is honest.
No. I've already given examples for Seattle when we're in the opposition. My friend, if there are people who are very free, it's this opposition which we have today. If there are people who are very free, my friend, even campaign, these guys campaign freely like no man's business.
It's a democratic right.
Yes, but if we want to compare what we went through now, could be they're talking about peace pushing out. No. But when you break the law will follow you. That has nothing to do with Gilbert Liswaniso. It's a responsibility of the state to ensure that in this country no one breaks the law. It's beyond Gilbert Liswaniso. It's beyond everyone within the UPND. Even some of us thought we were breaking the law during that time. What are we expecting? And just a bit, I'll tell you. Yeah. At the time, I was warned by one of the senior police officers. I remember I could call Edgar Lungu. He called me. Younger man, this is the state. I'm warning you from today. don't call this Kaskamba PF, not Pariv. And let run a book, Naverenga. I understood from there. I know, this is my law. But these guys, when you try to advise them, they won't listen to you. Because they are used with the violence, coming with the fist. They want just to beat everyone. Man, you're not dealing with people, with cowards. You are dealing with the strong men and women who went through hardship.
So, as we conclude, Chairman, what do Zambians expect in this next, 5 years? You are so clear with your message in the first 5 years. No cadarism. You are so very clear that if you find yourself in the wrong side of the law, you're on your own. You are very clear on issues that you wanted to achieve. What is your clear message, for the next 5 years? Because also we are hearing others, from the UPND threatening media, that they'll close, for example, they'll close Hot FM, they'll close this media house, they'll close this, they'll close this.
Who is threatening you?
What is your message?
I've come to the media goes.
What is your message, for Zambians? Because what they're hearing, they're just threats now.
My friend, I go to 2016, Kamini Wamvira Nyamata, Kamini Wamvira nice. 2021 was very so. It was pants down. But Munali sure. Andrew ati NLPP anga ina my election. Wauka kunyumba kwako chochote mu nyumba chepe. Waganda je nanzoza kuzilifa hivi. Ati anga ina my election waja. Let's be serious na mwe wantu wa Zambia. Wauka kunyumba kwako na 5 senses wauka uyu anga the president we. Anga wina akainde chilema. Mazambians, I'm not mocking imwe mwampaza. Nikamba aba ba NRPP group ya nyosa
NRPP
chani sisi vazina okay batonse mwanyamuka kunyumba kwako no apata wina mwamuna mana muntu achoka ndankala no miafuna ni election masovera yemwe wantu yemwe and then mwamuna mana no wazava radio station hii yewa karani kasivilizani vinyimbo vamene vija kasivilizani chabemwe do we are running the country, providing the needs of the people. No one said that. Tukivarecha ndamu on TV. Nga munati kunga, makangi wakai. Nga waote munati kunga, makangi wakai. Nga wa Crown TV munati kunga, makangi wakai. Nga ni movie TV pa makangi wakai. The issue is mwaluza. Sosa yopa. The issue is continue informing the people of Zambia now. Educate them, entertain them. Mwina muntu state house, who cares for you? Don't even worry, do whatever you want to do. That man in state house, his responsibility is to save everyone. You are in safe hand, don't break the law only. Don't just break the law. Vasara vichayani. So know what you are telling the people of Zambia. Wasira. And he wants more from you. Kazum can criticize. So at again 2031, ikabwera UPN foot again, une mzagaleta wamene vote. Tizamu bashula vote again. Elections about figures. Always know that from today. My election ni figure. Uwina na zingati. Kodi waenda kuti. Have you reached there? I've advised and I've given examples the road of Akaende Chilema to reach in status in 2021 is to identify people who can work with you. Ulimo opposition ukazidia nsima one plate weka. And they want to form government. Ugula 25 kg munyumba mwako ndio opposition ugula pamela. You want to form government. I'm giving these things because I've went through that. Forming government is not a joke. You need to touch all the corners. Mwina ngumuliba members of parliament. Mwina ngumuliba councillors. Mwina ngumuliba council chairman. You want to cry loud that unga in my election. Mazambians, especially mnavotera wamene lamp, osafa na maBP. Just continue with your life. Don't even waste your time to move na maBP. The issue has lost clear. Kuba na mbera ma election aba ba na masobera. Zero zao zamini ntezo yipa zao. Ani niko ningani 2031 mkankale pants. Usapange mistake mapanga ipano. because manje BP zakola pamwamba. So you're not talking to somebody who just came on the scene. That's why Zumanava was at, not this route. 2016, remember you? Me, I'm a victim there in Matero. I'm a doom. Kulira wakazanga na bana so kwa zula. What's the first for PFS and about in my election? Before I'm just finishing. What's the first? They mock you like no man's business. Ija 2 minutes ya mundu vileja ask my institution wakapokola wenangu wa matwani kani ma directors wa council how they were mocking people. Me 2 minutes chabe bwana sekati hapa wakalipo siaka msango kawa. Eche wa mumbipiri ndezo kazo timo kinga. Na apitilira kaende pa State House. Hapa mumbipiri walira wenda ku court ndani.
Member of the National Management Committee and Youth Chairman of the UPND, Gilbert Liswaniso. So thank you so much for making the time to appear on Costa's cross-examination.
Let's remain one despite kuchitandale.
Well, that's our program. We're looking at the UPND's victory in the 2026 general elections. My guest has been the UPND Nationalist Chairman. He's also a member of the National Management Committee, Gilbert Liswaniso. Good night for now.